Ooh, how do I?
All right, go to view. Do you see that where it says view, or go down to the bottom where it says participants? If you click on it, you could just hit admit all.
Look at that.
See that? But they're pouring in, so you'll have to keep like hitting admit all.
Admit, oh, all right. I got you. I
All
got
right, so this is part 2, guys. This is social media part 2, which is kind of the intermediate level. Now we know we've got people on here who crush it in social media and don't need, you don't need my help at all, probably. However, the majority of people that enter your business probably don't have the skills that you do with attraction marketing. So it's really good for you to take the information that I'm giving you and also make your own recordings. If you're really good at social media, social retail, attraction marketing, put your amazing content into a recording and get it out to your team. One thing I can tell you in the last 12 years, and I know Steph was the #1 earner at the company in several companies she's been in, but she understood the value of teaching her team and staying in contact, because we tend to assume that everybody knows what we know, or that, well, I'm just not going to be bothered. I've got to build my business. No, your business consists of making sure you have duplication, and duplication really comes from getting people in front of the information that helps you helped you become successful in the industry, right? We want to teach it to every human being possible. And you guys know the story that I was doing basically home parties and just grinding it out and burning out in my first company 12 years ago. And I got frustrated. I was making 8, 9 grand a month, do nothing. I was like Mach 2 with my hair on fire. I had no idea what I was doing in the industry. I just knew that I was trying to go for no's and trying to go for yeses and go as fast as I could and do as many presentations as I could while going through foreclosure, while hiding from the repo guy, while raising a son with severe ADHD and all kinds of stuff going on in my life, and no money to my name. But here's what I did learn. I learned that most people were never going to make the sacrifice I was, and most people weren't going to get in their car at night and travel after their jobs to go present in someone's living room in another state or another town, right? Or another county. And I went, this is no fun. Like, I'm making good money and I'm starting to pay down my debt, but can I keep this up? And that's where the whole social retail, attraction marketing, all of a sudden the light switch went off for me. And I was like, oh, what I'm learning is I can get people to go online, never leave their house, and they just have to copy paste, or I can teach them how to create their own story. And when they put it out there, it's like throwing chum into the water. All of a sudden, all the fish come. Yep. And some of the sharks and whales. Well, whales in our industry are people who are 7 and 8 figure earners. Well, it's a good thing when you get the whales coming, right? So it's better to throw the information out and cast a wide net and have a bunch of people ask you for info than doing the one-offs, which was what I was doing, and I was burning out. So when I learned that, it changed everything for me. I already had the belief, I already had the ability to sacrifice. I knew what sacrifice and hustle was. I'm not lazy. I'm definitely not a lazy person, especially when it comes to something I'm passionate about. But I did realize, like, the only way this is going to work is if I take what I've learned that's helped me make money on the internet and I disseminate it down to everyone humanly possible. And so you're going to have people other than me teaching you attraction marketing. We have so many skilled people. There's so many people watching that are totally qualified to teach this. I'm just wearing the hat right now because I want to give you what made me millions. And I want you to give you these golden nuggets so you can start learning the daily disciplines that are necessary to really get people to say, hey, Steph, what is it? Hey, Megan, what is it? Hey, Mike, what is that? I need to know. And so if we start with what we did last week, let's recap. If you did not watch last week, none of this will probably make sense. So you have to watch these in order. Part 1 is absolutely the most important training you'll ever get, because it is the foundational things that you're going to do in order to get your social media starting to, what I call, get warmed up. And once it warms up and it's percolating, then you start doing step 2, which is part 2, which are the intermediate things I'm going to teach you tonight. Next week, I'm going to teach you advanced. 90% of you are not even going to get into the advanced stuff because you need to master first the part 1 and part 2. Okay. Last week and this week. When you do, you're going to start implementing, I bet, some of those advanced techniques I'm going to teach you. And then it's going to be like game over. But I got to tell you, if all you do is master part 1, you're going to make money. I have people who have been writing down. I watched part 1. I've already gotten more hits than I've ever gotten before. I'm actually getting more likes on my posts and getting more people to comment. And it's like, yes, this is what I want for you guys. I want you to do the daily disciplines that are going to make you and your content show up in front of the people that potentially can be a customer or potentially be one of your running mates, your teammates. So let's talk about, we talked last week about the birthday, saying happy birthday, friending 10 people a day, commenting, making sure it's 5 words or more when you comment, engaging with 20 people, not 20 people in this company. They're already in. It's lovely of you to say hi to me, and I love when you do, but it's not going to make you money per se. It's just you doing busy work that isn't an income producing activity. An income producing activity is 20 people a day that you'd like to do business with, that you'd like to do business with you. It could be your grandmother. I don't care. It could be your neighbor. It could be someone that's a distant cousin, an ex-boss. Make sure you're engaging with those 20 people a day. Get liking, loving, caring, writing something nice, and do it from the heart. People can smell fakeness from a mile away. At least I can. And I'm all about authenticity. If it's not real for you, and this is like, you're just not liking it, it's probably not the way for you to build the business. You can do it through automated systems. Not my way of doing it. I'm not going to ever join your team if I'm in the industry and I'm a distributor. I'm never going to join your team if you come at me automated. Some people like that. I don't like landing pages with 72 things. Keep scrolling and it's highlighted in yellow. Keep going. Don't you want this? Oh, wait, don't leave. We've got an extra special. No, those things make me gag. You have to interact. And the way now to interact is by being you, but learning that I need you all to have the revelation that the world is completely and utterly changed. Totally. I think you all know that we feel like we know each other, and 95% of us have never met before in person. And when we do, we're like, oh my God, there you are in living color. Yet we know more about each other's lives than we probably care to know because of social media. So part 2 is all about how do you take what you learned in part 1, which are all the things that help get your engagement up, get people to engage with you, people to see your posts. How do you now get really good at putting out content? And what kind of content are we going to talk about tonight? Anything that gets someone to engage with you, anything that gets them to know who you are, what you're about, what makes you tick. Yeah, we don't want to go too crazy into politics and heavy duty stuff, but I also don't want you to shy away from who you are. So there's that fine line between, are you willing to come at people a little less intense if you're intense, or if you're not intense at all and you're known for being super shy, are you willing to step up and be a little bolder? I'm going to ask you to get out of your comfort zone for the sake of the growth of your organization, because I want to know who you are. People want to know who you are. And if you're very much the person who we used to call them Facebook stalkers. They're there and they watch, but they don't post and they don't engage. We want you to post. We want you to engage. We want the world to know who you are. That's important. If you're super intense and you're in everyone's face, nothing wrong with that. But make sure you appeal to more people than just the people that you get along with, or the groups that you resonate with. If you're really big into, I don't know, let's think, it doesn't even matter. If there's a subject you're into and that's all you post about, you're going to lessen your audience engagement. But if you start broadening, like I'm just going to give you some things I love. I think I did it last week, and I'm going to have Steph, who's helping me out, just throw out what Steph loves. I love ballroom dancing. I would come back as a ballroom dancer if I could, a professional one. I love to dance. I started dancing at a young age. I did ballet, tap, jazz, modern, went into college, did dance team at Sacred Heart University. I love to dance. And for me, dancing is one of those things that if I just could, every day of the week, if I could just dance, I would. I just dance in my bathroom sometimes. I probably look like an idiot. I don't care. I like music. I like to cook. I like reading. We are huge readers. Scott and I have a massive library in our house, and we love to go to bookstores together. Sounds corny. We love it. We love to read. So tell me what you love. If you love this stuff, then you've got to put it out there. Do you love gardening? Steph, what do you love? I know some things, but I'm going to let you tell me.
Oh my God, I'm so passionate about health and wellness, and I love cooking, and I can't believe you love dancing.
Oh
You
my
love
God, I
dancing?
love to dance.
Oh my God. So yeah, I took some lessons not too long ago. I think I'm getting passionate about ballroom dancing. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, maybe we should do that, like team building. That would
So
be fun.
fun. Yes, so fun. So fun. Guys, yeah, you need to promote that. So just so you know, Danielle and I are very different how we build our businesses. I'm not the social media guru. I'm such a belly to belly business, but you need to know all of these parts to be
Yes.
able to grow a successful business, because you're going to have people like me that don't engage in social media. And you're going to have people like her that totally do. So you want to be able to like go through all of those people and communicate with all of them and get what they need. So it's all about creating curiosity, right? Forming
Yeah.
a connection and then closing. I'm all about the 3 C's, the 3 C's,
Yes.
right? So what are you doing to create curiosity on your pages?
And what's going to create a warm connection? Now, let's just say Steph and
Absolutely.
I weren't working together, and I see my friend Steph, my acquaintance Steph, let's say we never even met. She starts posting about ballroom dancing. Do you think I now am more likely to do business with her? Heck yes. That's called creating rapport. Rapport is created through the internet, not just person to person, phone to phone. It's actually created through social media now. You can create rapport by posting. Now, if she posts ballroom dancing or I do, then she's going to engage with me. Why? Because we both have a genuine love of it, right? Let's talk about cars. I'm a car freak. I was raised by a dad who wanted boys. So my sister and I know way too many things about things we probably didn't need to know. Like, I can play football. Yes, I'm 5'2.5".
Me too, me
Thank
too.
you. And like for real, I can play football, and I have a ball whenever we have family parties I'm not talking like guys like flag football. We're talking football. It's so much fun. And so when people post about the NFL and the games, I'm genuinely into football. Well, if you're into golf, if you're into pickleball is the new thing I want to learn. I have no idea what it is, but if someone posts about it, I'm like, oh God, I can't wait to see their next post about pickleball. Are you getting where I'm going with this? You got to get this. Scott and I love curling. People make fun of us. We went on a rant during the last Olympics. We posted all about curling. We made so many friends that engaged with us that never liked a post we did because they're like, we love curling too.
It's all
Someone
about
else,
forming
see all the
connection.
people engaging right now, though, at the bottom.
Yes,
Uh,
it's all about forming connections.
it's just,
Yeah,
what are you into? Because the connection's going to come because you posted about what you love.
for
What are
sure.
you in? Thank you, Jen. Jen is my girl. Jen, Jen loves curling too. That's why we're like besties. So there's a curling club in Connecticut. Scott and I are like, that's it. We have this company now. We're going to take some time to learn curling and get curling. And you guys don't want to see me when I'm competing. I'm hilarious. Like, I talk crap, not in a bad way. Like, I'll be like, come on, let's go. And we'll have so much fun in this company with all the fun things we're going to do. Someone posted, I think it was Marsha. Oh, dragon boat racing. Let's go. See, that's something I want to learn. So someone posted that I make them laugh. A lot of people reach out to me and say, Danelle, your posts are hilarious. You always make me laugh. Well, I'm not going to shy away from who I am now that I'm a company owner. And I've had some people say, maybe it should just be business on your page. No, I want people to be attracted to who we are as a culture, not who we are just as a brand name. Right. And so funny stuff, if you like funny, as long as it's not highly inappropriate and you're going to offend people, don't do things that are too crazy, but anything to make me laugh. If you make me laugh, we're already friends, because I watch the dumbest movies sometimes just to shut my brain off. And I'm not big, like my husband loves movies and stuff. I'm not a real big TV person, but I can get into a good like Netflix mystery, or I get into some shows and I just Netflix and chill just to get out of my work zone. But Beth said, just send Danielle Baby Yoda memes, anything Baby Yoda, anything that makes me laugh. I love to make people laugh. So now that you're getting the feel here, part 2 is really about this. What do you love? What are you into? Write in true crime. Let's go. Write an entire list tonight of everything you love. And I mean, I want you to go, I love wiffle ball. I love wiffle ball. We're going to have some tournaments. I threw my shoulder out. That's literally what I did the last time I played wiffle ball. Had to go to the chiropractor. He's like, you're an animal. I'm like, it was wiffle ball, but I had to show my kids my skills. So see, I like to laugh. I like to make fun of myself. I like to no, skydiving. Who was that? I'll watch from the sidelines. I am terrified of that, but I know there's people in the skydiving, but how cool is it? Some people hot air balloon. I don't know, do you collect baseball cards? Do you have a massive collection? Look at all this cool engagement. What you're doing with me now is creating rapport, riding horses, oil painting, mud run, scared of heights. Yeah, I'm a little frightened of heights. Billiards. Ooh, yeah, I love to play pool. Kayaking, fishing. I love sport fishing, zip lining, four-wheeling. Love this. Okay, now you get it. So now that you axe throwing, that's scary, but yes, I hear it's fun. Bowling, very cool. So now you get all this, right? And now that Steph and I have created rapport, we already know we're going to end up doing some sort of, right? We'll take our
We're gonna be ball dancing. We're gonna
with
be
our men.
ball
We'll get our men to come and we'll do
with the
some kind of
balling. We'll be curling together, all of that. And we're both football fans, though we root for this different teams.
different team.
Totally different teams.
I got to stick with the Giants. However,
I'm not a hater, honey. I'm not a hater.
exactly. No. And so just all this stuff that I'm giving you is important for you. I want you to start dreaming again too. A big part of getting out of your comfort zone in network marketing and becoming your best self is remembering that when you were a kid and you daydreamed about being a doctor, being a lawyer, being a school teacher, whatever, a dancer, a BMX bike ride, whatever, that stuff was shut down in school. Your creativity actually gets shut down. They don't want you daydreaming. They want you doing the typical, science, math, all your subjects, go home, get good grades. But there's a big missing piece. And that's where network marketing really forces you to go back to dreaming, going back to visualizing what it is you want to be a part of. What do you love? What is it you want to see happen in your life? What kind of life do you want to create? And then you can fund that with the funds that you bring in, and you can do big things all over the world if you so choose, right? You can make an impact. Whitewater rafting. Love this stuff, guys. I want to know who you are. And the reason I want to know who you are is because then I know that you, not only who you are, but I know that you're letting the world know who you are. And the minute you start doing that on social media, you're going to have people who say to you, you know why I joined your team? I loved all your stuff about your gardening and your boating. And I felt so connected to you. I knew I wanted to reach out and do business. Trust me, write this down. People do business with people they know and trust. Now let's bring that into social media and the internet and what we call the virtual society we're in. People do business in the virtual world with people that they think they know and trust based on the content you provide. Could you totally lie and be an inauthentic jerk? Sure. Do I want you to? Please don't. Be who you are, be real, and make sure when you put it out there, I love photography too, and that put it out there who you are and what your interests are. And I want it every day of the week until you're tired of saying to people who you are. One day, maybe, here are some of the photographs. I'm an amateur photographer. Here's some of the photographs I've taken over the years, and put 20 of them up and watch that thing go viral. Put up a video of you learning to golf. I've never done it before. I keep saying, I want to try. I don't know if I've had patience to hit the ball and wait again, because I'm the girl who wants to go fast and volleyball and things like that. But I'm telling you, this stuff is going to make you money, because what you're doing is getting people to feel comfortable with you. You don't seem like a stranger. They start to get to know your personality, who you are inside and out. Yes, you need to talk about and listen. A lot of people like to get into the feels. I'm a super feel person. I'm supremely sentimental. If you ever send me a card, I know this is going to sound corny. I have every card, every letter, every little gift that was sent to me in the last 12 years in network marketing from teammates, even ones I don't see anymore because we're not in the same companies. I have downstairs, I have this big, huge box that's gorgeous. That is all of my Kivana, all of my Zri, all of my last company. And now from this company, because one day when I'm older, I'm going to read it again and go through all that stuff. I love that stuff. I love the letters. My husband writes me letters. Like I save all that stuff. And so if you're sentimental and you have things that you want to share, maybe your grandchild wrote you a letter, put it out there. Maybe your dog is your favorite literally person on the planet. And I mean person, like, because we treat them like they're people. Maybe that's, you like your dog more than humans. Then say, I want you guys to meet my best friend who was by my side when I broke my leg or I was in surgery. Like, we need to know you, because next level social media attraction isn't always hold the 2 pills and go, oh my God, I'm going to be skinny. That's great. There's a time and place for those posts. I'm the one who made the post about, hold on, that I put up yesterday. I love making memes. It's just a fun thing for me. I put up stupid memes. I have memes in my phone I've never posted. And the one yesterday was cheers to getting skinny and building a weight loss empire. I literally was sitting in my living room and I went, I cannot believe that I'm actually going to be thin. Like, it's happening. My body's morphing so fast and I know it now. And I was all giddy and I went, cheers to me. And then I went, wait a minute, am I not supposed to be happy about the big company and I was more excited about getting skinny than all the success we're having. And then it dawned on me, that's a great piece of content. And guys, how many people posted this yesterday? Cheers to getting skinny and building a weight loss empire. It brought in a lot of business. So when you come up with things that you think in your head are really cool sayings, or something that you said, oh, like that would be good content. What I mean by good content, because there are people who know content, but there are people who are listening who don't. When you see me let me do one. Last night's a perfect one. My page is public. So when you saw this, the caper berries, first of all, let me just explain. If you've never had a caper berry, you haven't lived. Number one, that's just the way it is. Number two, I didn't discover caper berries until 3 years ago. I had them on an antipasto board, which I've seen them on charcuteries. I hope I say that right. I've seen them all over, all these types of new, it's the hot thing to have one of these boards now. Well, I picked it up and I bit into it and I went, what am I eating? It was all vinegary. And it was like it's like a pickle, but a caper has like a vinegary bite to it. And I went, I'm obsessed. And everyone at the party was grabbing them and eating them in between a little bit of cheese, a little bit of soppressata, a little bit of cavagol. Yeah, I say cavagol, I'm Italian. And I put this up. All I did was I was eating them out of the jar. They came in from Amazon. The reason I ordered them is I went to get my hair done, and my girl, Elise, is amazing. She's doing my hair and she goes, oh my God, have you ever had a caper berry? And I go, yes. I go, you know what a caper berry? She goes, oh my God, I'm obsessed. So that made us both buy on Amazon while I was getting my hair done. We both bought the Davina because that's our favorite brand. If you're going to get them, the Davina, I'd highly recommend. That's network marketing. So it comes in, I'm eating them in the kitchen going, oh my God, these are so good. And I go, wait a minute. I bet you 90% of the people that I have as friends don't even know what these are. Scott, I go, Scott, get out of the picture. And he's like, for the love of God, move. I got content. Take a picture. I showed you guys when I bit into it, because that's what's so cool is the little seeds in it. Comments, a crazy amount of likes, comments, engagement. Or why do I want you to know what that post is about? It's because it's a bit of content that you would probably not have thought of maybe putting out there. I want you to think outside of the box. Let's say you go to a summer fair or a fall fair and you see, anyone ever go to the Big E? And they have these massive, I don't like them, but a lot of people do, the cream puffs. They're like homemade in Springfield, Mass. The Big E is like a big deal, right? The big exposition. Well, if you've ever seen these cream puffs, or the smoked turkey legs are the size of a freaking goat's leg. I've never seen anything so big in my life. And people walk around eating smoked turkey legs. They look like they should be on the Flintstones. Okay. Oh, you're going this weekend, Rachel. So when you go find one of the pieces of food that looks epic, like something huge, something oversized, or the butter sculptures. Take a photo and go, guess where I am. And you'll have people guessing. You'll have people engaging with you. Sometimes it's the stupidest thing that you're doing and you go, oh, this would be the best thing to put on Facebook, because a lot of your question you have to ask is it going to make people connect with me? Are they going to ask questions? Are they going to say, yes, I love it? Is it something that's going to make them engage with me? Which means when I do put a post up about Zenith or about the business op, they're going to see it more readily. That's all this is. Does that make sense? And so Steph's shaking her head because she understands this, but I want all of you guys to get that this is incredibly important. When you go to some sort of fair and, oh, I know, Brian Mira did a perfect thing. He lives in Bormio, Italy. He did a video the other day of them doing these in the town. They have the big lumber, I don't know, pieces of their trees, it looks like, but they've been put there. They're, I don't know, what are those things called? It's just a big log that they've stuck in the ground, right? And all the guys have the chainsaws, and the guy who gets through it the fastest is like the winner. Sounds like the dumbest thing, but I'm telling you, the number of views on that video, because he was showing the world something from Bormio, Italy, that happens in the middle of their town like it's the norm. I live in a rural part of Connecticut. I'm not a fan of Connecticut. I'm moving down south, but for now, I'll use this example. You can go to the Potato and Corn Festival in Northford, Connecticut, and it's like off the chain. People come from all over this tiny town. They flock there every year for the Poco Festival. And it's like every way you could have potato and corn. And there's rides, and there's kids, and there's cows, and there's goats. And it's the coolest. And I haven't been in a couple of years, but when people post about it, I have watched those posts people go crazy. The decorated cows that people, right, that Lorna, I saw that. So think about this. Tonight is about, what can I put out there that gets people to interact with me? If you bought a new car and it's your like dream car, I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with saying, I bought my dream car. I'm super proud. My friend bought a new SUV and she took a picture of herself with her arms outside of it. Like, it's mine. I just got it. And it was the prettiest car. And it's just a white SUV that she really loves. And when she posted about it, I was like, I felt her excitement and joy. And then comment, congratulations, congratulations. You get a new house, you bought your first real estate property that is an income producing property, and you're signing the docs. Obviously, don't take a picture of your name and address, but blur it out a little and show your hand signing and say, this is my first ever real estate deal, and it's my first investment property. People get so excited about seeing their friends go out of their comfort zone to do something big. Steph, I'm going to have you, so I can get a quick sip here and a breath, but can you kind of elaborate on what I'm saying about getting to know you in order to get engagement to really go nuts?
Yeah, I love that. So I was talking to Kathy today, actually, and she just bought a new Mercedes Benz, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh, like, post that and put your arms up, and
yes,
like, yes. So, and what is it? What is it that fuels you? So I always feel like what fuels you on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And if you speak that, people are going to love that.
Yes.
Like if you just post, hi everyone, I'm representing a company that blah, blah, blah. Like, okay,
Here's what happened.
22 pounds in 8 weeks, you get. So I had someone comment today, say, so I got 2 views and no one liked it. I said, but you're not engaging with your
exactly
people, like engage with your people. So what are you saying to your people? So I like, is it a positive affirmation? Is it like, go after your goals? Is it, what does your life look like? So my life is wellness and taking care of people and being with my boyfriend up north, and I post pictures of the sunset and different things, and people are love, like, and I'm like, wait, holy cow, I've got like 56 comments on that one. And then I post a picture of my daughter and I get 107 comments on that one. Okay, engage. It's doing life and doing it well, and then throw in a post about what you're doing and what excites you about your business. But it's not business.
No.
It's like pulling them in and engaging them and forming those connections, right? It's the 3 C's. Danelle, I say it all the time. It's creating curiosity, forming a connection, and then closing. But if you don't create curiosity, and the curiosity can be anything on social media or on text or like in life or meeting someone at a coffee shop, it's creating curiosity. And then what is the connection? Are you listening? Are you listening more than you speak? We have 2 ears and 1 mouth. I know everyone says that, but we do. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen, 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 because people will tell you how they need to be recruited.
Yeah.
Is it money? Is it social interaction? Is it travel? Is it engagement? Like, what is it for them? And then it's closing them. If I could show you a way, if I could show you a way to do that, if I could show you a way to achieve that, if I could show you a way, right? So it's creating that connection and then closing them. So I love that, Danielle. And guys, if anyone knows me, I'm not a social media guru. Like, that is Danielle's forte. I love that about her, but that's why we work so well together.
Yeah.
We do business different ways. I'm such a belly to belly person, and I learn from her and she learns from me,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
it's all good.
It's all good. And if this is not your jam, it's okay. I want to get away from the word closing for now, because we're going to talk about that towards the end of the next. We're probably going to do 2 more trainings. We'll do the advanced and then kind of the recap and like best practices and kind of things about how to close them without closing them. They're already closed. Trust me. They're already closed when they ask for information. You just don't know that. We'll talk about closing. But a couple people had some comments here that I want to touch on, because this is important stuff. Couple things. One is there so much is there something is there such a thing as too much posting? Of course. There can be too much posting if you're putting 5 and 6 posts up a day. I find that 2 to 3 a day is like the sweet spot if you're really, really active. But if all you did was 1 a day, 7 days a week, you can still rock this. But you really do need to make sure you're doing 1 every day of the week, because 1 day not on Facebook, 1 day of not posting something, you slow down the algorithm that you've been bending. You actually strengthen it, not slow it down. Sorry. You're bending the algorithm that's fighting against you. That algorithm that's built in is designed to keep your stuff from being seen. Your job is to bend it. The more you do that, the more you bend it, the more your stuff rises to the top. So to answer your question, yeah, you don't want to like overdo it, but there's times where I'm at a concert and I'll go live like 3 or 4 times for my favorite songs. That night or the next morning, I look to see which one got the most views. I delete 1 or 2 of them. I keep the top 3 songs. Someone just watched Stevie Nicks last night. They were at a concert. I opened it. I watched her sing. I'm a Stevie Nicks fan. Love her. I sound a lot like her with my raspy voice when I sing now. It's hilarious. But when I'm listening to her and I'm watching, I'm going, this person only put up 2 tiny clips. And I was like, I would have watched every clip of Stevie Nicks. So if you're going to a concert or you're at someplace special, you're on a trip and you're in Hawaii or Bali, for the love of God, go live. Show people the beach. Tell them how excited you are. Let them hear your voice. Don't be afraid. You do not have to go on camera to go live. I've had people say, I'm terrified to go live. No, you're not. You're terrified of being on camera. You can point the camera at anything but yourself and go live. And live videos for 2 to 4 minutes are gold for your engagement. You will get sometimes thousands of views if it's the right tagline. So we're going to touch on one more thing, because I do have another call I have to do shortly. And that's the stories. You guys, listen, some of you know how to create a story and some of you don't. I find that when I put stuff on my stories and I do a poll or I ask a question, they'll actually respond to me and go, yes, I want info. And you can just put up a post of before and after, right? And you click on the little icon, you create a poll and say, want more info about the product that created this after picture, or whatever you write, make it shorter than that. Do you know, lots of people click yes, send me more, and it goes right to your Facebook Messenger. You can see who said yes, and you immediately can send them the 3-minute peak interest video, or you can send them the 5-minute Colin video. And before you know it, they're like, sign me up. And that's when, if you from there don't know what to say or don't know what to do, you just get your upline leader on a 3-way messenger or a 3-way text with them and let us finish the deal. Most people don't want to get on a 3-way call anymore. So please stop doing 3-way calls. It's too difficult to get people even to pick up the phone anymore. The world is moving towards what? 3-way text and 3-way private message. So add your leader, add the person and go, hey, Mary, this is my team leader or my business partner. Don't say upline. It's too yucky. Don't say MLM, very yucky. But you can say
mentor.
yeah, mentor or my team leader, and she's rocking the business and she knows more than me. I just got started and I thought she could answer the questions for you and I'm going to learn along with you, but I'm super excited because my product's on the way. That's it. They just want to know that you're not going to lie and that you're putting them in front of someone who knows the answer, right? And then what's cool is because I'm not like, hey, let's get on a call and I'm not acting weird and pushy, they tend to go, yeah, I just have a few questions. I'm like, sure, I'm here to answer whatever I can help you with. I'm not trying to push them. I'm not trying to make them feel uncomfortable. I'm trying to get them the info so they can make an educated decision. And if after they've seen it, you feel bad because they didn't buy or join, you're wrong. You did right. You are a true network marketer, even if you got to know, even if it was with your mentor or without. Your job, though, is to get as many people in front of your mentors until you are fully competent and capable of doing it for your team. That's the key. Many of you don't reach out to us because you think we're too busy. No, we're only busy because there are people who actually ask us for our time. You've got to let us know you want our time.
We're working for you guys. We're working for
you guys. We work for you, right? You don't work for us. And if we help you be successful, then we're successful too. Absolutely. So much more to teach you. But this week, here is your job before we go to next Tuesday when we do this. Your job for the week is to put out as much about you. I want to know what you did in elementary school. Were you the best ballerina? And you show us some of your clips when you're little. If you love your grandma and you spend all your time with her on the weekends and you guys have a special relationship, I freak out and I cry when I see people holding the hand of an aged person and they're like, you know, my best friend, my grandmother is, you know, very ill. Please pray. That stuff, guys, it's you, it's who you are, it's what you love, and it makes people endeared to you. You can't always talk about, yeah, you like axe throwing. Great. I love it too, I guess. But I want to know, do you have a heartbeat? Are you sentimental? Do you love your grandchildren? We need to know you. So this week, here's your task. You're going to post the post of the day on the days we give them to you. You can also put a couple other posts out during the week. But this week until next Tuesday, every day, I want you to post something different about who you are, or maybe you as a couple. If you're in a relationship, what do you guys do together? Do you guys go skiing together? Do you go on trips to, I don't know, hike in the woods somewhere? Do you do the Appalachian Trail every year? Do you do the Ironman? Did you do it once and you had the most epic time? Go live and tell us about it. We want it. The post of the day is on the corporate Awakend page, info and announcements. But I'm only putting that there for now until we have our marketing team that's going to give you a whole vault of stuff. I'm just trying to give you guys stuff to keep you going and feel good. But I hope you feel my heart on this. This is a business of heart. If all you do, it's strategy too. You want to post at the right time and you want to do things strategically, but they want to know you're real. People are going to join you, not the company. They join you and they buy from you. They can buy from anyone they want, but they'll buy from you if they feel warm rapport, warm connection. They know you're real. They know you're always there, because what's going on Facebook, hands down, is its own ecosystem. Get up every day. And remember what I tell my kids and my husband, when I'm on Facebook, I'm working. Everything I post, everything I do has a purpose. Some because I like to make you laugh, but I know that's engaging. Sometimes I want to tell you about something crazy that happened. That's engagement. It's still engagement. It's still content, but it keeps my Facebook going. And I want you to keep your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever you do. I want you to always be thinking, what content can I put out? What's going to make people like, comment, and get involved? And then when we do give you the posts that are the testimonials and stuff, you're going to get the kind of results that are going to blow your mind. So thank you for being with me, guys. We'll do a couple more of these. We'll keep these archived. And this way, when you go to build your business, you just point people to these videos and they have to take responsibility for watching and learning. Your job is to do this business in less time, not more time. We want you to be super successful, have a lot of volume created in the least amount of effort. And the way to do that is to point people to resources like this. Thank you so much, Steph. That was great. I'll catch you guys in a few. I'll be going live with, I think, Megan Desart. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.